Hello. Hello, hello. Hey guys. Hey there, Marisol. How are you? Hello, hello. Hey guys. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Good evening. Excited for you to be here. Thank you. Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. Hey there. Hey everyone. I hope that you had a great weekend. I hope everyone has had a great weekend. We'll just wait for some more people to come in and then we'll start announcements. Hello, hello. Hey everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope that you all had a great weekend. I hope your weekend was great. I'm going to the Atlanta gift market. I wasn't planning on it. Should I go? I can register if you want me to. I wasn't planning on going. I missed the last two lives, so happy to keep you on this one. Did anyone else see the Black movie? No, because Disney Plus wants me to pay $30 to watch it. No. Great weekend. Thank you. Hope you had a great one too. I had a good one. Thank you guys. You think I would love it? Me and my husband, we went together to the market, and honestly, we wore the wrong shoes. Like, I felt like I was in a exercising like, I don't know. Like, I just felt like we were walking around, and I just couldn't find anyone to find like sub. Like, I was trying to find people that do sublimation, but they would not, like, no one did sublimation, so I just kind of felt like out of place. Oh no, that's a lot. I know, same here. I don't know, Danielle. I was not about to pay no $30. I was like, ooh, me and my husband yesterday, we were like, good, we get to watch a cool movie. We were like, oh my god, we get to watch a really cool movie of Black Widow, because, you know, I love Marvel, but I love DC, so like I'm like in the mix between both. But anything Marvel comes out, anything DC comes out, I'm obsessed with it, because my dad was into comics his whole life, and he kind of passed that to me. So I love the old comics and just seeing how they transition throughout the years. And we were excited to see Black Widow, even though she's not my favorite character at all. But they want me to pay $30, and I was like, I love it, but not that much. I ordered some foam grips today. Super excited to try them. Awesome, awesome. I'm so happy that you guys are trying out new things. So let's go ahead and get started. As you know, this week is Shopify week. So we will be, hopefully, depending on the time that we finish doing our tutorials, we might do something after the Shopify, but the most important time this week is Shopify. So I would definitely suggest getting your paper out, getting your pen out, getting your computer, getting your tablet, whatever it is that you need. I'm going to go slow So it is going to be a little bit longer. So that's why I'm trying to make sure that you guys have everything that you need to be prepared, because we're going to start from the beginning all the way to the end. I'm going to try to get you guys to set up as much as I can and make you feel as confident as, you know, to where you can do it. The only reason I started my Shopify is I was tired of Etsy. They were taking a lot of my fees, and like taking so much excessive fees, and they were taking just a lot of different things, and I was just sick of it. And Etsy's algorithm is 1 week you'll do great, and then the next week you'll do horrible. So it was just consistent, and I need something consistent, and Shopify is definitely that. Especially if you have a following, you can drive that. Even if you don't have a following, it's better in the long run because you'll save a lot of money. So if you're wanting to start your own website, today is the day. I want you guys to follow along with me. All of these videos will be added to YouTube, so I just want you guys to know that. But this week, we're probably not going to focus on crafts. We're going to focus on the other side of crafts, which is how to sell the crafts, right? So I think this is going to be a great opportunity for a lot of you, and it will give me a chance to support you guys. So I'm really excited, and let's get started with announcements. And hello to everyone that is coming in. So sorry that I didn't say hello. I was doing my little spiel, but hello everyone. I hope you had a good weekend. So the first thing is hand sanitizer holders. I don't have a lot of these left. I had a big order of these going out, so if you guys need some hand sanitizers, I only have a couple of them left. Okay, next one is air fresheners. I have so many of these, so if you need air fresheners, they're $1. But I'm really excited about air fresheners. We got a good stock of these, so if you need air fresheners, we got you. Wristlets. You know, we had to restock on wristlets, so we got the white ones, and they come with the chain, and they come like this, and these are the wristlets. Now I want to show you something really cool. How did you get the scents on the air freshener? So they come unscented, and you would just take some people say they take like Bath and Body Works like perfume and they just spray it on there, or you can take essential oils and dip them onto the side, like use a little dropper or use like a syringe and then like push a little bit on in the sides. But I do have a YouTube video on air fresheners. Oh, wristlets. So I just wanted to show you guys. Oh, and peep the pants. These are the pants we did on our live. I'm trying to show you this product, but she literally just messaged me back. Okay, she's gonna respond back to me so I can get the final price. But my supplier, she's so sweet. She's the sweetest, and she always puts in like little cool new things for me to test and for me to try. And so of course she, you know, added an extra wristlet, but she also added these pouches, and I just was like, oh my gosh, my group loves sunflowers, and I know that they're going to obsess over these. Now, please keep in mind that these are going to be white, but they are for sub, and she subbed this for me, and so I'm really happy about them. They're so cute. They're like a little pouch like this, and it has a little clear part like so. And I don't know how that will work with sub, but I was so happy. She literally just sent it to me today. And so these are for sub. I'm going to see how the plastic part is going to work with it. Right, that's what I was saying. I'm not sure if it will have the pouch part, but it will be a pouch. So regardless of the plastic, it would have a pouch, and it would just be a pouch like white. And then she also added this cute little wristlet on the corner like this. And so we already have the wristlets as you guys see, we already have the wristlet, so you can make whatever, but we could add the pouches and you guys could clip the wristlets onto the pouch. I think that's so cute. So I'm gonna get some, I'm gonna order some. She's literally messaging me right now, so I'm gonna order some now. But I think these are gonna be so cute and I love it. And it's a really deep pouch, so even if it doesn't have the license tag holder, just know that it will be like a little coin pouch. And I think that's cute. I love. Yeah, she said that the sublimation ones, they don't have the clear. She said they don't have the clear, so because it will melt. So she said they don't have a clear pouch for you to see your license, but it would just be a regular pouch just like this. So I'm really excited. I'm ordering them now, so we should have those here within like a week. So really cute. Next thing, you guys know, if you are on my email list, today we are doing phone grips. I always say pop sockets, but it's not pop sockets. Phone grip. Phone grips are $1, so they were $1.25. I brought them down to $1 because we just have so many. I have a real overstock of phone grips, so I'm trying to get rid of those. But all of those, we have white, we have black, and then I have more in my stock room, so we have a lot. So if you need phone grips, we have those. And someone asked me, I think it was Isabel, are you here today, Isabel? I think I just saw your name. We completed a phone grip and you weren't even on the live on Friday. That was so hilarious. I was like, who was it that asked me for a phone grip? As you know, we have chapstick holders. We have those in stock. Last couple things, hold on. Okay, so we do have the mirrors back in. Like I said, I don't really like the mirrors. I mean, they're cute, but they just don't go well. And these are the mirrors, so you'll put your sublimation circle here, and then that is the mirror, obviously. So it's like a little compact mirror. So you'll have a disc, right, so, and that's how you do it. But we have 3 colors, silver. I couldn't get black this time because they were out, but we have silver, rose gold, and gold. So we have 3 colors left, and I don't know how many of each we have left, but we should have, I think, a couple of each color left. So we have the mirrors back in. I know you guys have been wanting the mirrors. The last thing for sub blanks that I wanted to show you, this is a new product. Probably not new, but new to me. So, because you know there's like 1,000 of them, probably even more than 1,000 of sublimation blanks. But I wanted to see how you felt about these little keychains. These are metal, and I don't know if you can see, but it is a little bottle opener. And this part right here has an adhesive, and you would take this part here and sub on it and then stick it on that part. So you tell me yay or nay. I don't know. They are metal, so they are pretty heavy. But I don't know. I don't know how you feel about it. Hello, everyone that's joining. Hello. You guys tell me. I don't know if I'm going to be getting these, but I just thought they were cute, so I got a sample. Like them? And you would sub on that part. I know it is so small. That's the only reason I don't like it. Yay? Okay. I'll get some. I'll just get a couple. I mean, probably not a lot, but I think they're kind of cute. White toner transfers. I don't know how much they would be because it was a sample, but it wouldn't be more than a couple dollars. Yeah, you could press a lot at once. White toner transfers, we have been pumping these out. I basically took over my friend's craft room. So if you guys need white toner transfers, you order a whole sheet. You can fit as many as you want on the sheet, or you could do 2 big designs, 2 smaller designs, a kid one, really whatever you want it to do. But if you need the white toner transfers to press on any type of shirt or any type of blend, dark or light color, there's no difference. You can press this on a black shirt if you wanted to. So white toner transfers, those are up in the shop. And then the biggest announcement, you're so welcome. The biggest announcement is, drum roll. Can I have a drum roll? Even though I wish you were guys, like, I wish that we could just like zoom. Yep, they press on cotton, 100% cotton. You can do blends. The only thing I don't suggest is silk. You can do silk. I just don't know the temperatures for those. But really anything, denim, leather, really whatever you want it. Drum roll. Drum roll. Yes, I love the colors too. They're so vivid. Okay, so I didn't get a good drum roll. Come on, y'all. Y'all know how to put those drum roll emojis. Come on now. Okay. You guys have asked me over and 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 over again, when am I getting kid polyester shirts? Right? You guys have asked every single day. I get asked, when am I restocking kid 100% poly shirts? Okay? They will be restocked tomorrow. They are finally here. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. They're just the 100% white poly shirts. They're just the 100% white poly. They're not colored. They're just the white poly, but they're going to be in. So 2T, 3T, 4T, and 5-6. I'm going to have 4 sizes, 2T, 3T, 4T, 5-6. All of the sizes will be in. I ordered about 100 of each, so there's going to be plenty for you guys to go through. But they're going to be here tomorrow. The tracking says tomorrow by 2 p.m., which is FedEx. So my FedEx lady usually comes. So if you've been looking for 100% poly shirts, I'll restock those tomorrow and you guys can order. But I know you guys have been begging me for them, and it wasn't my fault. My supplier literally had a shortage of, I don't know, I guess someone making the smaller shirts. You know, I have no problem getting the adult sizes or the bigger sizes. But for some reason with the kid shirts, I just could not find any. And it just took a while, but now we're back up and running. So for the 100% kid shirts, they're not in stock yet. They're not in stock. I'm not going to do it until I check them, because for some reason lately I've been getting like my boxes open and they've been coming open, and some of the shirts have been like dirty. And I have to like do a QC check and make sure that they're not having stains, or like, you know, they literally throw the box down from the pallet and just throw it wherever, throw the shirts in the box. They literally don't care. They just throw the shirts in the box, and sometimes it might get snagged on the forklift or whatever the case is. And so I've been doing a lot of more QC checks, because I had a couple of you say that you had like a little stain on it or etc. And I don't like that. So I'm going to wait until they come in, and in the morning I'm going to check them all, and then I'll put them in stock, because I don't want any issues. But the kids polyester, all the sizes, they won't do it. I've already asked 100 times. They won't polybag it. They say it'll take too much time. I think they're like, I don't know, I think they're like $6 or $6.50. I'm not sure the price, but they're really the same as, depending on the size, they're really affordable. Yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble with UPS and FedEx lately. And that brings me to my last point, and I'll show you real quick. Okay, so I have 2 pillows. These are shot glasses. No, those won't be in until August. They are sold out. I can't get any more until August. Oh, thank you so much. I've been having a little issue with UPS. So if you've seen that your tracking has shipped and it's not moving, please note that for some reason my local UPS, they take their time with scanning in products. So any boxes that I give to them, I always get a receipt and I have them scan it in because I don't have anybody picking up my packages for UPS. So if you ever have any issues with UPS, please let me know. They don't scan in packages. Literally, they won't scan it in, even though I watch them scan it in, and then the driver won't scan it in when he picks it up. So if you don't have your packages scanned in and you want to know where it is, please contact me so I can put in a scan request. I'm really good with the manager at the UPS store. It's literally right down the street from my house, and I come in there every single day. So if you have an issue with your tracking not updating, please let me know. They are really bad about scanning in their progress, and it'll honestly just pop up. You won't even know. And I don't know why this location does that. So please let me know if you have any issues with your tracking. But give it a full 48 hours. 48 business hours. The last thing I wanted to know, I don't even know if this one. Yeah, I know, Danielle, my postmaster already sent me an email. We are really, really, really close, and she stays on me about when I need to drop off packages, etc. And because I made them a lot of business, she said that I need to start trying to get everything out within the day by 12. So like some days my post guy that comes and picks up my packages, he does not get here until like 1 o'clock. And usually on a normal day that would be fine. But lately he's been coming like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and that just means he has a lot more mail to deliver. So I've been having to take all the packages. So if your package doesn't get scanned in, please let me know. I always use a scan form, but if you guys are having issues with your tracking not updating, please give it a full 48 hours, and then let me know, because I can request them to scan it in. Sometimes they just don't pick it up. Sometimes it's sitting in the back of their truck and they forgot to deliver it, and sometimes they just don't scan it in. So just let me know. I always make sure that you guys get your stuff on time. And I'm trying to figure this part out, but I can't. Okay. I know. So I don't know if you guys can see this little thing, but this is like black on the glitter pillow. And then this one, I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry. It's so subtle, but I want to show you. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like kind of, it got smushed on the side with FedEx, and I can't sell it. I don't know if you can see that. I can't sell that. So I was going to say that I'll put this as damaged pillow, and then I'll just sell it to you at like the cheapest rate. But if you wanted these, I mean, they're perfectly fine. They just have a stain, and I just don't want to sell it to you guys. I'm going to keep the one that's the dirtiest, but I only have 2 that are kind of damaged, and I wanted to sell them to you guys at like the cheapest rate. So I'll put that in later. But enough with all of our announcements. Let's go ahead and get started with Shopify. So I hope that you guys are excited, and I hope that you're ready. Shopify is hard. So I'm not going to lie to you. Shopify is hard. And it definitely does take a lot. And it took me a while. So I want you guys to know that. Let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start. I tried the Tide the Tide pens and all of that stuff, and it honestly, it won't go. I think what happened is that it's like a snag, and it seems like the driver of the forklift or wherever this was on the truck, it was stuck underneath something. So when they pulled it out to get the package, it snagged it, and now it's like within the thread, if that makes sense. So it literally is within it. It won't come out. I've literally tried to scrub it. My supplier has already replaced it, so it's not a big deal. But I wanted to get rid of them because I didn't want to give them to Goodwill, and I know that you guys like to use stuff like that for practice. Yeah. I don't know why. All right, so we're going to go incognito, and we are going to go to Shopify. All right, so, yeah. So we're going to go to Shopify. If I can spell. Oh my gosh, why can't I spell? And then we're going to go to Gmail. All right. So I'm going to be making up a fake account and all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to be doing everything from the beginning, okay? So the first thing you want to do with Shopify is you want to make a Gmail account. Now, yes, you can do a Yahoo. Yes, you can do any other kind of account that you want, but the most professional, I would say, and that you see a lot of companies using, is Gmail. They have a lot of storage, and they have the business side too, so it will help store a lot of your data and not have to cost you anything. They're really good at privacy. They have a lot of good pros compared to a lot of the other ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to make up a company. So I'm going to do Peach Boutique, okay? I'm literally just making up something. And we're going to go Peach Boutique LLC. We'll just say that. Username is taken. Try another one. All right, so nope, not yet. I'm going to show you why. So we'll do Co LLC. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to pick a password, and I'm just going to not show you guys that part because I'm just going to make this up. Yeah, this is honestly just for show, but yes, you can put your first name and your last name, and then you're going to put, your business information. I'm just making up something for this demonstration because we're going to be using this all week, and you want to make sure you either put your first name and your last name here, or you put your business name across first name and last name. All right, and so hit next. Okay. We're just going to make up something. And we were born in 96. Let's just say that. And let's just say I'm a female. All right. And I agree. All right. So now we have our Gmail account. So you want to do this with your company's name. So your name, your business name, everything like that. Now you have your Gmail account. Now you have that all set. Now, here's a pro tip, okay? I'm going to flip you guys around. Pro tip. After you have your email address for your company, now what you want to do is go to Instagram. You want to make an account with Instagram with this Gmail. Now you want to go to Facebook and make a business account with this Gmail. You want to go to Twitter. Even if you don't use Twitter, go grab your Twitter, go grab LinkedIn, go grab Reddit, go grab any social media site, TikTok, YouTube, any social media site that you can think of, and sign up for it with this Gmail. And the reason I say that is because you want all of your handles to be the same. And I got really lucky with that. So you want to make sure, because someone can take that Gmail and put a 1 after it and be stealing, your clients, your company's name, whatever the case is. Just under a brand new account. It's your choice if you want to put your name on your Gmail account. I chose to because I'm the one answering the email. So if you don't want to, you want to just keep it basic and keep it with your company's name, like that's the person that's replying back to you, then do so. You can put your real name. You don't have to. It's up to you. All right. So next thing we're going to do is sign up for a Shopify. So after you did all of your emails and after you did everything that you needed to do, now we are going to sign up for Shopify. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go to Shopify. If you already have an account on Instagram, you can change it if you choose to. So now we're going to start our free trial. So Shopify has a free trial. You get 14 days and it's no credit card required. Okay. So now we're going to start that. So now I'm going to paste my Gmail that we just made and I'm going to hit start free trial. All right. So I'm going to type my password in. I'm not going to let you guys see. All right, and then we're going to name, hold on, y'all. See why this is doing this. Now we're going to name our store, and I'm going to name it Peach Boutique Co. LLC. All right. So now we are ready. Create your store. Sit tight. We're creating your store. Now it's applying. Success. You're ready to go. All right. So now we just created our store. So now it's saying, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you already selling? I'll just say I'm selling, just not online. How do you want to sell? Both online and in person. At markets, at pop-ups. What's your current revenue? You could just make up something. Are you setting up a storefront from a client? No. All right. Hit next. Now you need to put in your address. And you want to make sure you do this correctly because this is how you get paid. Okay. So this will be your business address. Now this is important. So this is what comes into play when you're shipping your packages, okay? If you put your actual home address here, your home address is going to pop up on all your shipping labels. That is a big no-no. You need to get a virtual address or you need to have a P.O. box so that way you do not have your actual address here. If your business name is already taken on Shopify, then what you need to do is just add co or add LLC, add something behind it. That part won't matter as much. Karen, where are you stuck at? Okay. So now, again, you got to get a P.O. box or you need to get a virtual address. I'm gonna talk about that now. So if you go to Google, okay, go to Google, and you're going to type in virtual address. Okay. You have all of these popping up, okay? There's so many different kinds that you can get. But basically, a virtual address is a real street address at your mail center or your prestigious office building location where you elect to receive your business mail and packages. It's not a P.O. box. I recommend, personally, if you're going to be sending out a lot of packages, I recommend getting a P.O. box, just because you're going to start getting to know your postmaster and you're going to build those relationships. And then also it supports your local post office and they will always hold your mail and you know that it's safe. So I personally have a P.O. box and it's just easier. But if you do not have a P.O. box or you live in a rural area, then I would suggest getting a virtual address. Now it does cost, this one, as you can see, this one is $9.99 a month. So basically, you'll have a virtual business address, and you'll be able to ship your packages from there. The only reason I don't like this is, to me personally, I would rather get one in person. So this is your choice. It's $9.99. You can get this different kind, and you see it goes up by how many packages that you use. Yeah, and you can use the UPS store. They have P.O. boxes too. P.O. boxes do cost. I spend about $26 for 6 months. So it just depends. I got the really, really small box, and any big packages I have, which is almost all the time, they'll just keep it behind the counter for you. So just because you get the small box doesn't mean you can't get big packages. So it's just your choice if you want a virtual or if you want a regular P.O. I would suggest getting a P.O. box. All right. So now we're going to put in our names, and I'm going to put in my P.O. box. I'm not sure if you can still go on. Try to click enter. I'm not sure if it's going to let you. I'm honestly doing this all over again with you guys, so I'm unsure. And this is my P.O. number and my P.O. box. All right. So we're entering the store after we put in our address. And it's loading. All right. So now, as you can see here, it says complete your setup before your POS trial ends on July 26th and download the app. So once you get started, it's going to say, nope, you do not have to have a tax ID. You can go ahead and get your website, and I'm going to show you why. But you can get your EIN, you can get your business license. I did it that way. I had my business license, I had my EIN, I had everything before I made my website, but it's your choice. You don't have to have it, but you would need to get it, definitely for tax purposes, but you don't have to have it right away. I recommend that way, but you do not have to. All right, so it's going to tell you that your trial just started. It's letting you know that you need to select a plan, okay? So that's the biggest thing. You want to go up here and select a plan. Now, Shopify has a lot of different plans, okay? The first one is basic plan, okay? There's no way of avoiding this, okay? After you start your free trial, you're going to have to pick a plan. Number one, I use the Shopify basic plan. It's $26 a month. You get up to 2 staff members, up to 4 locations. And these are the payments, okay? So you get domestic. They charge you a 2.9% plus 30 cents for every payment. For international, it's a 3.9. For Amex, it's a 2.9. And in-person credit card sales is a 2.7. They also give you a shipping discount, okay, up to $77. Okay, yours shows 29. Okay, well, I guess it can differ from state to state, but mine shows 26. I'm sorry, I'm not sure why that shows 26. Maybe it's state to state. I'm not sure why that is, y'all. 29 is basic. That's what I pay. I pay 29 myself on my regular Shopify, but I'm not sure why this one is showing 26. I have no clue. Okay. I guess maybe it's your state. I'm not sure. But that's fine as long as you pick the basic plan. Okay? The basic plan. So, I'll click on the plan in a minute. I'm going to finish going through this first, though. So, shipping is up to 77% discount. So, what this means is when you start shipping, you don't want to go to the post office and take all your packages to the post office and have the post office give you shipping labels. You want to ship your own shipping labels at home, and if you do, you'll get a discount on those, and it does help. So I definitely suggest it. And then all of the plans include all of this here: online store, unlimited products. So you would have your online store. You can list as many products as you want, no fee, 24/7 support, abandoned cart recovery, an app store. You have over that many apps. You get to print your shipping labels. You have sales channels, reliable checkout. You can have over 100 currencies for your online store. So that's really cool. If you're a UK or you want to sell to the UK, or if you want to sell to a certain international area and you want to switch to their currency, that's really cool. You get to have discount codes, manual order creation, gift cards, and that's it. So I like to pick the Shopify basic plan, so that's what we're going to pick. All right. And it does say monthly $29, so that's up to you. But as you can see, it just depends by year. So they're showing you the yearly cost. So if you do yearly 26 by 12 months, you're going to save $36. If you plan on doing this for a year, then I mean, that is a really good cost. Or you can just do it monthly. It's $29 a month. Or you can just pay it one time for a year, pay it for 2 years, pay it for 3 years. I only recommend the first top two, which is $29 every month, or yearly, which is $26 every month. Okay? Now, before we move on, does anyone have any questions before we move on? Yep. So I'm not going to be doing that part because this is just a tutorial, but yes, you're going to be needing to add your credit card. What part? You don't need one initially, but you're going to need to get one. If you plan on doing this and selling this, selling your products, I would strongly recommend to get an LLC, to get a corporation, whatever you choose, and to get your EIN number. It is strongly suggested, but please, refer to your local attorney and or your legal advice. I can't really say legal advice. I could just definitely state that you would need one for taxes. What does it mean by locations? What do you mean? I don't see locations on here. Are you on the same page? What part are you needing me to repeat? Lily Rivera, 12. Can we start selling anything with a tax ID or business license? You can. You would just need to keep track of everything because you're going to need to have that information when you're ready to file your taxes. Yep, Grey Grams Creations. I'm going to go over that. Oh, by 4 locations, it means, oh, no, you're going to need a tax ID. You're going to need one. If you plan on doing this full time, you're going to need a tax ID. Yeah, the locations is basically like different locations. So say I have the Peachtree Market Co. here in Georgia, but then I got one in Texas, and then I got one in California, and then I got one in Washington. All of those locations will be included in this plan. You only have one location, so you would only need to worry about that one location. But it's basically saying, like, if you have different stores, like, take for instance Pretty Little Things. They use Shopify, right, as their domain host. So Pretty Little Things has hundreds of locations. So they have the most advanced plan because they have different locations, different warehouses, etc. But since you only have one location, which is basically wherever you're working out of, then you would have that listed as a location. If you have multiple warehouses, hundreds of different warehouses, and multiple different addresses that you're trying to use to ship from, then yeah, you would use that. But right now, you would only need to focus if you're just getting started and you only have one shop, or you're starting at home, then you would only need to worry about the one location. Does that make sense? Okay, and so yes, if you're going to pay for this, you need to hit choose plan, and you need to put in the plan that you're going to pick, and then you're going to pick add credit card. So you're going to add in your credit card information and go ahead and do all of that. So let me know when you guys are ready, because we'll move on from this. And hey, Hugo, I cannot, unfortunately, Amber, I cannot state, because in Shopify it has, in each state they have a different legal advice, and I really can't state on your state, and then also I can't state on my behalf, because I was able to get my LLC, I was able to get my EIN number, tax ID, all of that stuff before I started, so I really am not sure. I'm sure you can do it for a while, but when it comes tax time, it's going to make it very, very hard. I'm just going to state that. If you start selling a lot of products and you're making a lot of revenue, but you don't have anything under your tax ID, you don't have an EIN, it's going to make things hard for you in tax time. So I would say if you can get them now. An EIN is free, okay? And then your LLC, depending on where you live, it's going to be a little bit different. Yes, sales tax ID and an EIN number is different. Yep. And start setting up your bank account. Getting all of those done. But for me, it was $100. The EIN is free, and then the sales tax ID, I don't think it was anything either. So get all of those up. Karen, just Google virtual PO box, and then a whole bunch of different ones will pop up for you. So let's take a break before we move on. So let's start with what we went over. So the first thing that you're going to get done is your email address. You're going to pick where you want your email. Yahoo, Google, wherever you want your email, then you want to go ahead and start there, okay? Then you're going to take that, and then you're going to create your Shopify, all right? Once you get your Shopify, now you can pick the plan that you want. And after you pick the plan that you want, now we are going to get started. Secondly, once you have that email address, go ahead and start switching all of your accounts over. If you want to keep your existing social media or create a new social media, create it with that new email address, okay? Get your Facebook business page, your Instagram business page, all your social media handles. Get it with that email address. After you get it with that email address, now you can either get your EIN number, get your LLC, get all of that information taken care of. If you can't do it now, then that's okay, but you would need to get it as soon as possible. If you intend on making a lot of money, if you intend on doing taxes, if you intend on doing any of these things the correct way and starting a business and forming it correctly, then you definitely need to make sure that you have all of those ducks in a row. Okay? So I'm not going to speak too much on how to get your LLC, how to get your EIN, because that is legal advice, and I don't know per state. I just know what I did for Georgia, and Georgia's a little different from a lot of the different states. I feel like they're more lenient and laxed in a lot of ways. So please Google if you are needing help with getting your EIN, your tax ID, all of those things for your state, because it does vary per state. Okay. Yep. I do recommend getting it, but if you don't get it right away, then it's going to make it harder and harder for you. All right, so are we ready to move on to the next thing? Yeah, you're going to need both. You're going to need an EIN, and you're going to need a tax ID, a sales tax ID. Okay. So the first thing it's saying that it needs us to do is add our first product, and we're not going to be doing that yet. But the second thing we can start doing is customizing a theme and or add a domain. So the first thing I want to do is add a domain. So if you scroll down and you just hit home right under here, it tells you what you need to do. So it's telling you need to add a product, you need a customized theme, you need to add a domain, review shipping, all of this. So it's giving you a tutorial. It's basically helping you move along so that way you know. All right. So right now, our current domain is peach-boutique-co-llc.myshopify.com. All right. So honestly, you know for a fact that I wouldn't even remember this. Would you remember this if this was your website? Probably not. I would forget it, and I'm pretty sure your customers would forget that too. So we need to shorten that to where it's something more reasonable, right? Because having those dashes and having those dots and having those spaces is going to make it really hard for your customers to, remember, and they need to remember where they're going. So let's hit add a domain. All right. So as you can see, it says domain, and this is my domain. So to get to my website, you're going to have to type all of that in. That's a lot. Okay. So let's go ahead and buy a new domain, and Gray Graham's Creations, you asked if you can connect an existing domain, and this is where that is. So the existing domain is here. Connect existing domain, and what you can do is add in your domain that you already purchased. This is for someone that already has purchased their domain. This is for someone that has already purchased their domain. So if you don't have this, do not select this option. This is just for someone that has an existing domain. Okay? You can also buy a new domain. So if you're new, then you want to hit buy a new domain. So the first thing I'm going to do is type in the domain I want. I want Peach Boutique Co.com. And is it available? Is it available? It is available. All right. So what you do is you type in the domain that you want. You can do www, and then the name of the website that you want to pick, and all of the different options will pop up. You do not have to pick this one, the .com, but the .com is the most recognizable and probably one of the most easiest for your customer. So as you can see, if I was to purchase my website, it would be $14 a year. So to keep my actual website, this is not including the Shopify's $29 a month. This is just $14 a year for the domain. So you're just purchasing the domain. Okay? Does that make sense, or do you guys have any questions? Okay, so you would pick the one that you want, peachtreemarketco.com. Yep, and you would pick the one that you want, or you can do these. I wouldn't recommend them, but I mean they have like dots and all kinds of stuff. You can just pick different ones that you like, but again, I would pick the one that is Peachtree or peachboutiqueco.com, and then you would buy it. So go ahead and hit buy and buy your domain. It's up to you. I would pick Danielle Designs, but that's just my opinion. Nope, you're not frozen. I'm just making sure everybody understands. Giving you time to buy your domain. I only recommend Cosmos Inc., unfortunately. Okay, is everybody good on buying their domain? Do you guys have that down? Can we move on to the next? All right. So now you've already bought your domain, so you're good to go. So this part right here is going to be checked off, right? So if you bought your domain, it's going to be a little check mark. So now we're going to hold on for a second. We'll hold on for this one young lady. Let me know when you guys are ready. All right. So now the next thing we're going to do is hit customize theme, okay? So we're going to hit customize theme. Now this is very important, so I want you guys to make sure that you understand this. This is definitely very, very important, okay? Now I really want you guys to pay attention. If you don't pay attention to anything else, this is probably one of the most important things when it comes to your website, all right? So, the first thing is online store password protected. So, what that says is that only visitors with the password can access your online store. So, I don't want that. I want anyone to be able to come to my store. So, I'm going to disable my password. All right. You can enable it. You can pick it if you want to, but you need to have a plan to pick it, and this is the password, and then you could put like a message like, we are launching, really any date, launching, I don't know, 9/18/21. Stay tuned, or whatever date you want to open your shop. You could put that there. If you don't want anyone to be, on your website, they would have to have the password, and then that's how it will look. Okay? So, we're going to go back. And that is the password protected. Okay? So, the only way to get rid of that is to have a plan. All right? So, next is your current theme. So now is where you get to pick your theme. So we're going to hit customize. All right. Let me know when you guys are here. If you already bought a theme, I honestly don't know. I don't think. I think it will automatically populate right here. So visit the theme store, browse free and selected themes or free themes, right? Okay. So that's actually right. So this is the first thing, is Shopify is going to give you the free theme. And the free theme is this one. I don't know what it's called. They usually have a different name. So they're going to give you a name. And this is how they lay it out. And so basically every single place that you see with a gray marked out spot, you're going to need to fix it up with a picture, right? And this part is going to be very time consuming. I'm just going to show you guys how to do a couple of them. But you're going to have to go through and you're going to have to start like clicking on them and really like adding the things that you want to say, because this part is all customizable. So I really can't show you a lot, but I can, give you enough. So this is the theme that Shopify gives you, and it's called the W. So you can pick this different one, or if you want to pick a different theme, which is kind of more cute or whatever it is, you can do explore free themes right here, or they have a theme store. So explore free themes. You can pick the one that you like the best. So this one is cute. They have one like this, simple. You could just pick really any kind that you like. I think I might pick that one. But then you can also go down to the Shopify theme store, and it's going to open up a theme store, and it's going to have a whole bunch of different kinds. So you can pay for one, you can explore themes, you can pick any kind that you like. So there's so many different kinds. There's some that are free and there's some that are paid for. So please keep that in mind if you're looking through this. But they have all different types. I think you have to pay it outright. So this one right here, this one is really cute. It's called Flow. It's $180. So it's $180 flat. You do not have to pay for a theme. You can have a free theme, but they do offer paid ones. I do recommend Shopify. All right. So these are kinds, and you can also try a theme. You can try it out. You can test it. You can view the demo. You can just see whatever one works best for you and how you would like it. So there's so many different kinds, but you would pick the one that you like. Okay. So I'm going to pick a theme that I like, and I'm going to go with the free themes. As you can see here, it says free themes, explore. And I'm going to go with this one. This one says supply. So I like this one. It's really, really cute. And you can pick two kinds, either light or blue. And I'm going to pick the light. I think that one's so cute. So what you're going to do is hit add to theme library. And you pick the kind that you like. Okay. You don't have to use the one that I use. Pick the one that you like. Remember, this is your store. This is your website. This is what people are going to come to every single day. So make sure you pick the kind that you like. All right. So now that you have your theme up, we're going to hit customize. But before I move on, do you guys want to take a second so you can pick a theme, or would you like to just go through the theme one that I have and then just kind of browse through? What would you like? Do you want to wait a minute, or do you want to keep going? Okay. I wouldn't say that you missed a lot, but we are divulging into themes. All right. So the next thing before we move on to customizing our theme, I want you to know that there is a way not to do any of this. So if you're already panicking and saying, wow, this is a lot and I wasn't expecting this, there is a shortcut, and the shortcut way is the same way I did. Yes, it does cost money, but I could not figure out a theme. So I decided to go to a web designer, and her name is Erica Senef. I know that you guys have heard me talk about her all the time, and she is awesome. So if you've ever been to my website, then you know that I had it created by her. Again, this is her website. It's ericasenef.com. And what she does is she has Shopify templates that you can pick from, and she will install it for you. So you pick a Shopify template that you like. She has some, and you would pick the one that you like, and she will install it for you. She has some they're all $168, and for her to add it to your website for you, it's an extra $50 or $60. She will do everything for you. You do not have to worry about it. So if you do not want to do your own theme and you don't want to deal with coding or deal with any of the customization, and you want someone else to do it, this is your go-to. I trust her. She helps me with my website all the time. I don't have any issues. Great customer service. She's amazing. So if you want to go the route I did, yes, it's going to cost money. She does have Sezzle, like a payment plan, so you don't have to pay everything up front. But this would be a great way to, get your website built. And it's done, and I think it's done within like 48 hours. So you could have your website up and going. No. Yeah, when I started, I picked a free theme just to get it up and going. And then she went in there and she added the theme that I bought off of her website, because you have to buy one off of her website. Buy one off of her website. She will then get in contact with you on how she can add it to your website, and then she does the rest. Because she's a coder. She's a graphic designer. She's a coder. She does it all. So that is my suggestion. If you don't want to do it, pay someone else to do it. And her turnaround time is great. And I had my website up and running in a couple days. So that is what I suggest. Yeah, just pick a free theme just to get your website up. And then from there, just tell her to upload it for you. And then you buy a theme from her. Yeah, exactly. All right, so that is, yes, she does provide feedback on an existing Shopify store. She does audits, so I would definitely take a look at her website. She offers a lot of great things. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is customize. All right, so let's customize this. Now, I want you guys to know that you can always download your theme file. You can edit your code, you can preview, you can publish. But the most important thing is customize. I'm not sure. I had a lot of products added before I handed it over to her. No, she does not put your shipping and policy wording. You would have to do that. She just handles the coding, and she handles the look and appearance of your website. Code, I can show you what I mean by code. Hold on a second. This is code. And when you see it, you'll know what I mean. This is code. This is something that she does. All of this stuff is something that I don't know anything about. So that's code. Basically, all of this equals this. So all of these little dashes and stuff will make it look pretty on your website. So that's code. It is a one-time fee. So I don't know anything about this, so I just choose not to do it. So actions, we're going to publish this theme. All right. And so now we're ready to customize. All right. So let's customize our Peach Boutique Co. Yay! I'm so excited. All right. So the first thing you want to do is add an image. All right. Now this is where Canva is going to come into play. Let's go to Canva. If you don't have Canva, you definitely can create your own images with Photoshop, anything that you use to do images, but I always recommend Canva. Canva is my go-to. I love Canva. It is free, and you can also have a pro version. You can, or you don't have to. I'm not sure. I already had all my pictures, and I had all of my stuff ready to give to her. But you don't have to add everything. You can just have like a couple of products. You don't have to have everything that you want in your shop. How do I get to Canva, or how do I get to... Yes. So let's go back a second. You want to... When you're down here, you're going to go to Actions, and you're going to hit Publish. After you hit Publish, it's going to pop back up here, and you're going to hit Customize. All right. So now we're going to add a picture. So before you add a picture, I want you guys to note When you click on the image, it says right here, add image. When you hit the image, it tells you the pixels that you're going to need. This is basically the size of the image that you're going to need. 1,000 by 500. Okay? So remember that. 1,000 by 500. All right? So let's go back to Canva. And I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to let you all catch up. Let me know if you guys have any questions before we move on to this, because this can be kind of mind-boggling to some of you and it might be a little easier. So I want to make sure we're all on the same page before we move to the next thing. And that's why I wanted to make Shopify a whole week, because as you can see, it is a lot. Shopify in itself is a lot. We are working on helping you set up your Shopify. Oh, no, open Canva in a different page. Yep. So for every single, now that's a good point. Thank you, Isabel. That is a good point. So when you're doing your own theme, please make sure that you guys know that each one is going to be different, right? So not everyone picked the supply theme. So when you hit image or whatever one that you pick, it will tell you right here. It will tell you the recommended pixels for that image. Okay, 1,000 by 500. All right, so 1,000 by 500 pixels. Is everyone ready to keep going? We are working on Shopify. All right. So if you are using Canva, then you know how to create a custom design. If you don't, I'm going to show you. But this part is to start uploading your product photos. Now, if you're not using Canva, there are different sizing images that you could use, like resizers that you can use. But Canva is free. You can have the pro version, but I will suggest to you to get the pro version. You can use the free one. It does the same, but I would recommend the pro. Okay? So for this part, you can break away and start doing your own imaging. You can resize your own images without using a software, or you can use Canva. It makes it the easiest. All right? First thing you want to do is you want to go to create a design. As you can see here, it says create a design. So down here, there's a little button. It says custom size. Remember that pixel I was telling you about for that theme? Go ahead and type 1,000 by 500. That is the size that it recommended on our theme. So that's the size our picture needs to be, right? So we're going to hit create new design. A blank canvas is going to pop up. Before I move on, did everyone catch that? Yes, you are going to need your own pictures. So Erica isn't going to provide you pictures. She's just going to provide the pretty looking website. You're going to need pictures. All right. So next thing you can do is start dragging your pictures. Start designing, your little page. This is going to be your home page. This is what everyone is going to see when they first see your website. So we're going to make it cute. This is a template that's on the side. As you can see, that's a template. Super cute. You can pick already made templates and customize. You can pick whatever you want. But again, like I said, no, it's okay, Anna. You want to make sure that you pick something that you like and that you feel like is going to fit your website. I am just making stuff up as we go, so I'm just letting you guys know that. But please keep this in mind. This is what you're going to be doing to start your website. This is important, okay? So I'm going to just keep this one right here. I'm just going to start ungrouping everything and deleting some stuff that I don't like and just making it my own. This is where your creativeness comes into play, right? Peach Boutique. All right, I'm going to leave it like that. Our best-selling bralettes you'll love starting at $10. Sure, whatever you say. And then I'm going to just, delete the photos and add some bralettes, right? I guess we're doing bralettes now. So I'm going to just pick up some things and type in bralettes. How about that? Elements, bralettes. I don't even know what a bralette is. All right, here we go. We got some cute girls over here. And we're going to just pick some. And there we go. We're going to have all these bralettes on our website. Boom. All right. So now Peach Boutique has bralettes. That is what we're doing. We are selling bralettes at $10, okay? So after you go in and you do your little magic and make it all cute, right? And make it all pretty and have whatever you need. Okay. Let me pause. Everyone, I'm going to pause for a second. And we're going to go back. So, Anna, when you go in and you hit custom, I know I would buy one too for $10. What you're going to do is hit custom size and hit 1,000 by 500 and create new design. When you do that, it pops up as a blank white page. But if you go over to the side, these are recommended. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to pop up with the free version, but it does pop up with the pro. And there's a whole bunch of different templates that you can use as your website intro. All right. All right. So let's go back. Anybody have any questions before we move on to the next step? Reminder, I'm just giving you guys the tools that you need to show you how they are, but I just want you guys to know that it is going to take time. This is just a fake website, so I can put whatever I want on it, but you have to take your time and make sure that you pick the things that you like, right? So let me know if we need any help, anything before we get started. I don't really like that script font. Let's pick something else. Oh, that's too much. Ew, that's ugly. That's cute. So let me know if I should keep going. All right. So after you have designed your picture, you're going to hit download. We're going to download this as a PNG, okay? In the sublimation world, you guys know PNGs are the best images that we can use for sub. but I want you guys to know that it is the best quality image that you can use really for anything, especially on your website. You want to make sure that you use a PNG. But I do want to say that you want to make sure that you're downloading it either as a PNG or a JPEG. If you can't do a JPEG or a PNG, then you can do one or the other. But do not hit transparent background. Do not compress the file. Always make sure that it's a PNG. Okay? If you can't do PNG, you can do JPEG. But PNG is going to be your best option when it comes to your website. All right? So we're going to download that. So we got our banner, and now we're going to put it up on our website. All right? So here it is. Cute, cute, cute. Now we're going to go back. All right. So this is our website. As you can see, this is not a cute slideshow. It literally has nothing on it. So now we're going to select our image. Okay? So let me go back. Select image. And then hit upload. You're going to upload the image that you just created, and that should be a download. All right, so I'm uploading that image. Boom. Now we have our Peach Boutique. All right. Now, as you can see, that just exited out. I don't know why I did that. Hold on. Oh, select. Okay. So I just had to remember that. So once you click this, make sure you hit select at the bottom. Hit select, and then it will upload for you. But if you don't hit select, then it won't upload. All right. And so that is going to be your banner. So now we have a banner, and you can honestly remove anything that you want, delete, remove the block. You can delete it, make it anything that you want to make it. But right now we have our website. Now this is the next thing that I do want to make sure that you guys are aware of. When you are making your website, you want to make sure that you're hitting save all the time. I know they taught you this back in school. Save your work, save your work, save your work, save your work, save your work. Save, save, save. Because you'll be working on your website and getting all into it and uploading your images and stuff, and you'll forget to save, and then you'll hit exit and none of that saves. Please save your work. Save, 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 save. Okay? You heard it from me. Save. All right. What do you need from Canva? Which part? All right. So let's look at our website. Dang, we're already getting started. Look at this. So cute. This is our website. We don't have really anything on here, but it's cute. So we are getting there. All right. So that is the first thing that you're going to see when you open up your website. You want it to be something cute. You want it to be something showcasing your product. And it should be right there, boom, in the middle, right? So that's what we have so far. And I know a lot of you are like, wow, that took a long time. But it does take some time, guys. So I want you guys to understand that it's not going to be, if you're doing it yourself, it is not going to be cut and dry. You're going to take a lot of time doing it. So I'm just making sure you know that. All right. So before we move on to the next thing, which is going to be collections and it's going to be products, I want to take a break and I want to ask if there's any questions or anything that you need help with before we move on. What do you not get? What do you not understand? Is there something that I can explain over? What is it that you're needing help with? As a drawing? Which one is a drawing? Any questions before we move on? Because we have one more thing to do before we move on, and then we'll start back up tomorrow. The top right pick. This picture, I'm not sure. It was a stock image that I picked from Canva. I'm not sure. It was just a stock pick. Yes. So remember the template that Erica sent. If you plan on buying a template from Erica, the only thing that Erica does is make all of your website cohesive in colors and branding, coding, and the style of your website. When it comes to customizing a photo, like take for instance, when you go on my website, I have all my product photos. Erica did not do any of that. I did that. So any customization, any product photos, anything that you want to have on your website that's customized, then yes, you would need to do that. But Erica is making the website a website. That makes sense. She's doing the coding and behind it. All right. So if there's no more questions, we're going to move on to the next thing. And the next thing is adding a product. Okay. We're going to do this a couple times throughout the week because we are going to be doing Shopify the whole week. But I want you guys to know that it is going to take time. So I don't want you to rush it. Take your time. And we're going to move along as much as we can and you'll get the hang of it. All right? All right. So since we have did enough with the banner, we got our banner up, we are going to exit out of here. So let's hit exit. All right. All right. So we're going to add a product. So to add a product, we're going to hit products. As you can see, I have no products. So to add a product, you're going to hit add product. Now this is a little bit self-explanatory, but I want you guys to, go through it and really understand what it is. Okay. So for the title, this is what your customer is going to see. So the title, we're going to do nude. And mind you, this is for your product. I'm just making something up. Nude lace bralette. All right. I don't know how to spell it. How do you spell it? I don't even know. I'll just put bra. Okay. So I'm going to put nude lace bra. All right. Any type of where was this product made, how the sizing is, anything that you want them to know needs to go in this description box. Okay. So you need to write a thorough description. Now, do you have to write a story like, oh my gosh, we wore this to the beach and it was so fun and really awesome and I love it so much? You don't need to write any of that. You need to just get to the point, really. Just have the points. Made in USA. Comes in five colors. Obviously be more descriptive, but you get the point. So, you could even do this bra was made in the USA from all organic cotton, no underwire, etc., etc. Okay? So we got our title, we got our description. Be descriptive. So you need to use descriptive words. You need to have all of the words that you want to use to be descriptive. You want to make that description pop. It doesn't have to be a whole story and a whole page long, but it needs to be descriptive and it needs to have some really good information in there. So that way your customer is not asking you questions. Now let's just be honest. As consumers and as customers, you and as a business owner, you're going to run into people that don't read. And that's just what it is. They don't read. All the information will be there, but they won't read. So just make sure that if you have any type of no cancellation policy, no refund policy, etc., none of that is here. All of that is here. You don't want to miss that out. You want to have, just please keep in mind, we do not do refunds. We don't do cancellations on every single product, because they will try to say, oh, well, that policy wasn't listed here. So just any information that you feel like is worthy, put it right there. Okay. So I'm going to put nude bralette. I'm going to find one that I can pick. I'm just going to pick a color. And this is Sheen. Let me see if I can find a different one. Okay. So, next thing you want to do is add photo. So, this is the photo of my bra. And the next thing we're going to do is add probably a sizing guide. So, if you have a size guide, or if you want to download one, or if you want to make one, add a sizing guide for your bra or whatever you're putting up. Add a social media handle. So if you want to have your Etsy promoted, or honestly whatever social media, have a social media graphic to put there, and just add as many pictures as you want. Are there any questions between the title and the media before we move on? Any questions? Am I still here, guys? Everybody here? I had a size guide made. From Fiverr, but you can look on Etsy and they have a whole bunch of different size guides that you can pick. Okay. All right. So the next thing you want to do is have your price. So you need to think about your pricing and you need to have your price. So my price for my bralettes, they're $10. Okay. So you put your price, $10. All right. Another really cool thing that Shopify does is give you a margin like tab here, and say we got our bralette for $1. If we type that in, we got our product for $1. That's a 90% margin, and that's a $9 profit. So that's a good way to keep up with your numbers on how much you're spending, how much you're getting it for. It tells you your margins and like how much money you're making. So that's a really good thing. So the next thing is this button right here. Charge tax on this product. This is automatically highlighted. You want to make sure this thing is highlighted every single time. You want to make sure that you're charging tax on every single product. You do not want to have that unchecked. Always make sure you're charging tax on your products. Okay? Next thing is inventory. All right? This is a big thing, so please make sure you keep up with your inventory. But if you want a SKU number, basically, to help you remember what product it is, you want to put it as whatever you want it to put it as, the stock number. I don't use them because I just know what each of my products are. But if you have like a lot of same products and they have different variations, then this would be good for you. If you want to start using a barcode system, you can use that. But I don't recommend this until you get into like a warehouse. I don't recommend that yet. So SKU number, it's up to you. I don't use them, but it's your choice. You do want to make sure you hit track quantity. Do not uncheck that box. You want them to track your quantity. So if you only put that you only have 20 available, but that is not tracking it, it won't tell you when you run out. So always have that. And let's just say like you have a digital product, or you have like something that you will always have, such as like sublimation transfers, or I don't know, sublimation hats. You think that you have enough and it's going to sell out, you can hit continue selling when out of stock. I don't personally do that because that will get you in some trouble. But if you feel like you have enough of something, you can click that if you choose. Now is when you put in the quantity of how many of this item you have. So we're going to put, we have 20 available. And you can type it in or you can arrow. But I feel like typing it in is easiest. And before we move on, is there any other questions before we move on to the next thing, which is shipping? Because we're going to get a little tricky. Any questions before we move on? Okay. So, how many do I suggest to put? That's up to you and your stock. What if you have shirts? Do you put in how many you have of all the sizes? Yeah, I'm going to show you that in just a second. That's where it's going to get a little confusing. So the first thing is shipping. So this is your weight of your product. You need to weigh your items. Do not guess. Weigh your items. Go to Walmart and get a shipping scale if your items are smaller, or go to Amazon. I have one linked in my bio for a heavy duty shipping scale, and I highly recommend it. Do not guess the weight. Always calculate it. All right. Now for this demonstration, I am going to be guessing, but I'm going to guess appropriately. It's a bralette, so it's probably not a lot. So I'm going to type in 8 ounces. Now, this is very important. Always, if it's ounces, change it to ounces. If it's pounds, change it to pounds. A pound does not start until 0.16 ounces. So make sure that you have everything under that as an ounce and anything over that as a pound. So make sure this is correct. Ounces or pounds. You don't want something to be 8 ounces and it pops us as 8 pounds. They're not going to buy it. It's going to be too expensive for shipping. Right? Okay. Next thing, you can do your customs information. I typically do not do this, but this is up to you. I do not do this part, but if you plan on selling international, you can do, where this product was manufactured, etc. All right. I'm not sure what that means with box, with the box, or without the box. Oh, without the box. You want to do it with the box, so your weight of your box. But I'm going to show you something else too. I'm going to show you in a second. You can do it with the box or without the box. It's up to you. I typically do it without the box, and I'm going to show you why I do it without the box. I'll show you why I do it without the box. All right. So this is where it's going to get a little tricky. Variants. This is very tricky, so I want you guys to understand what a variant is. It just means that it has multiple options, sizing, and colors. So since we offer bralettes, we are definitely going to have multiple sizes and multiple colors. So if I have multiple sizes and multiple colors, I need to have those as options. So if you have different options, you want to hit this button. Now, this is your variant. This means the size. Now you can click this and change it to color, material, style, or you can name it yourself. You don't have to have the ones that they give you. You can pick the one that you like. So I'm going to pick size for mine. Okay? Because I'm going to go based off of size. Now, how you do all of your variants is with a comma. So you want to separate the options with a comma. So I'm going to do small, and I hit enter. Medium, type it out, and hit enter. Large, hit enter. Extra large, hit enter. 2X, hit enter. All right. So now I have all of my different sizes. All right. The next thing is you can add another variant or option. So if you wanted to add the color, because you have multiple colors of that shirt, then you can do that. Now, in my opinion, if you have a bleach shirt, but you offer that bleach shirt in multiple colors, make a separate listing for each color. Do not have them on the same listing. Make a separate listing for each color. So if you have a nude one, then you have a pink one, and then you have a red one, make different listings. Don't have them all on the same listing. That is just my personal opinion, but it helps when they are searching on Google to have multiple listings. If you do not choose to do that, that is totally fine. There's no rule that says you don't have to do it that way. But in my opinion, it causes less confusion for your customer. Because they're going to say, well, I meant to pick pink, but I picked blue instead. And they don't like it, so they want a refund. There would be no excuse because each color has its own listing. So I typically don't do color. I just leave it as size. All right. So you want to make a listing for each color. So this listing right here is for the nude lace bra. Once we're done with this listing, we're going to add another product for the red ones. We're going to add another product for the pink ones. you're going to keep making new listings for the new color. So once you're done with that, all of the different sizing is going to come down here. All right. You're going to set your price for each one. So if your smalls, you want to sell them for $10, you want to sell your mediums for $10, but you want to sell your large for $12, you want to sell your extra large for $14, and then you want to sell your 2X for $16, then you want to change that. Now, let's say you only have 2X left, 1 extra large, 10 large, and 5. Yep, I'm going to tell you about that in just a second, Marisol. So you can add in how many quantities you have. All right. And so the most important thing is save, save, save. Save, save, save. Save your work. Save your work. All right. And so now it's saved. But do not worry. Just because it's saved doesn't mean that it's listed. And no one can see this yet. All right. I'm going to show you why. So now we have all of our quantities. We have all of our sizing. We have our inventory for it. Perfect. But if someone was searching a nude lace bra, this is what's going to pop up. This is the search engine listing preview. I know all of you have seen these before when you're on Google and it shows the listing preview. You want to either have a really good description there, or you can edit it to where it makes it look pretty. So changing this description does not change the description above. This just makes the listing preview before they click on it something that looks nice, or makes it catchy and makes them want to click it, right? Because that's the whole goal. So you can just say pretty lace. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff, y'all. Pretty lace and nude bra. Get yours today. I don't know. I'm just making something up. And we're going to save that. So whatever you want to put there, that is what you're going to put. But for the search engine listing preview, I 100% recommend doing some keyword search, SEO. Remember, we talked about SEO, getting your words, descriptive words in that description. And what this does, if this is descriptive enough, it is going to help anyone that's searching for your product find your product first. Remember, we were talking about listings on Google and no one goes to the second page? This is why. Because they have a good description in their alt text. They have a good description in their preview box. So make this descriptive. Not a story, descriptive. All right. So, any questions before we move on to the next thing? Because we're not done. We're almost done, but we're not done yet. Can I explain after the variant? So over the search engine listing preview, you need me to reiterate this? Okay, so let's go to Google. So we're on Google, and this looks very familiar, right? That little snippet here is what we can change on our listing, right? That looks familiar to this one. So as you can see, it says, get free shipping on women's nude bralettes at Bare Necessities today. Find the best looks at a lower price with our great selection for bras for women. You see, it has descriptive words, but it's just enough just so that I can click it. So in this alt text and this search engine preview, you want it to not have this description. This description is when they click on it. This description is to get them to click on your listing. So you want to have SEO, you want to have good descriptive words, and you want to have anything in here to get them to click. Free shipping, shop our best $10 bra, only available now. Now, do you have to do this? No. Do I suggest it? Yes. I highly suggest it. Remember, no one goes on the second page of Google. This is how you rank first. So if we look here, I typed in nude bralette. Shein pops up, Amazon, Bare Necessities, Forever 21, American Eagle. All of these places are popping up. Etsy, Lulu's, all of these are popping up because they have a cute alt text. They have an alt text right here, a search engine preview that makes me want to click it. Because that's what they're reading. Okay? All right. Next thing, and this will be the last thing for today, is our side. All right? So, right now, our product is in a draft mode. Okay? What we need to do is change it to active. You only change your product to active when you want it to go live on your site. If you do not want it live, do not make it active. So once you're ready, hit active. And now it's ready on your website. But we need to have some organization. As you can see, Shopify is really good about laying everything out for you. They want you to succeed. They want you to win. All right. And so they give you a lot of tools. So it wants you to be organized. So it's asking you, what type of product is this? We're going to say bra. All right. You're going to type a product for each product. Now, the next listing we make, since I added this product type as a bra, the next listing I make and it's a bra, I can click this down and I can find the one that says bra. You can have multiple product types, shirts, tumblers, keychains, whatever that you want, but it's going to save each time. So if I back out of this and put shirt, I can add shirt, but say I didn't want shirt. As you can see, it says bra, add bra. So now that has all of my different product types. So all your product types, whenever you're making a new product listing, if it's not a bra and the next one we make is a shirt and the next one we make is a tumbler, this is going to organize all of your products. So you just need to write in the product. Okay. Now, this next thing is called vendor. So you are your vendor, right? You don't need to write really anything else under here besides your company's name. So I would recommend just having your company's name there. Now, the customer can't see this information, but I honestly think it's important to do so. Now, the only time it would be different is say that you are selling a product on your website that comes from a different vendor and you don't touch the product ever, and it's just like a product that ships from like a drop shipping warehouse or something like that. That is what you would put for a vendor. All right. Now, we're not going to do collections right now, so skip this for tonight, but we are going to talk about tags. All right. When you guys are on my website and you search any product, mug, sublimation, anything, I can see your searches. But let's say the search term that you use, because either you misspelled or you just didn't write it all the way, this is a tag. So how you find products on my website is through a tag. So you need to write tags that represent the product that you have, because some customers don't like to search through the products. They just like to use the search bar. So I'm going to type in different tags. Nude bra, nude $10, nude $10 bra. Anything that can help my customer find this bra. Doesn't have to be a lot, just needs to be enough to where if your customer did search that product, then they can find it through that tag. Okay? And this last thing here is something you do not need to worry about. So if you only have one website and you're only working on one website, then you need to just not worry about this box here. All right. After you're done, whatever changes you make, you guys know, save, save, save. If you don't save, it will not save. Now, before we move on to the last and final thing, do you have any questions for me, for Shopify, about products, anything? Do you have any questions that I can help with? Any questions before we move on? Good. Okay. Anybody have any questions? You're so welcome. Sometimes. All right. So the last thing is duplicating a product. All right. Any way to filter same items for products? What do you mean? So the last thing is going to be duplicating. The last thing is duplicating. So I already created a listing. It has all my information, all of the good stuff, right? And I just don't feel like typing all that out again. It's just too much and I just don't want to do it again, right? So they have this really great tool called Duplicate. So hit Duplicate. Once you hit Duplicate, it's going to ask you what you want to duplicate. All right? So you're going to pick a title. If you don't want it to be a nude lace bra or whatever product you have, you can change the title. So I'm going to put red. And then you can keep the images and or the inventory quantities. All right, you're going to have to put images and inventory quantities. Pick which one that you want to keep, and you want to make sure when you duplicate it to set it as a draft. Don't automatically set it as active because you need to go in and make some filters based off of the images. So I'm not going to check that. All right, so once you're done, you're going to hit Duplicate. All right, and it's doing its magic. It's doing its magic. And boom, now we have the same exact listing. We have all of the same information that we filled in before, even all of our quantities and all of our variants, so we don't have to rewrite them over. So now you have all of that together. But the only thing we're missing is pictures. Now you can choose to keep the pictures, but if you choose not to, then just note that you're going to have to add another picture. So I'm going to do that just because we're doing this together, but you want to add another photo. So I added my photo, and I'm going to, let's just say I did duplicate it, but the red doesn't have as many as the nude, so I'm going to change my product quantities to however many I have in the red. And now, again, this is a reason why you don't want it to go active, is because of your tags. Your tags, it's not a nude bra. This is the red one. So we need to delete those and type in red bra, red $10 bra, whatever they can do to find your tag, and then hit save. And so now all of that's saved, but remember, it's always going to default to draft. So before your listing goes active, you have to manually put that product active. If it is not active, it will automatically default to draft. So always hit it active if you want your product to go active. And boom. Now you have a duplicated product, and I'm going to show you what our products look like. Boom. So now we have our nude lace bra and we have our red lace bra. As you can see, here's our inventory. It has all of the inventory that we have. It has the status that it's active. It has the type, it's a bra, and it has the vendor, which is us, right? So that is how your product page is going to look once you start adding your products. All right. Now, my suggestion, and I know you guys are going to hate me for this, but do not use duplicate. Don't use it. Don't use it. Don't use it. For certain things, like smaller items, it might be fine. But for products that have a whole different description, or like if it's a shirt and then it's a tumbler, don't duplicate it and then change it. Google does not like that. Google does not like duplicated listings. They can see that it's duplicated and they do not like it. So just make a new listing every time. I know it's kind of lame and you don't want to do the work, but what you can do is you can make a word sheet and or sticky note, copy and paste all of your stuff on the sticky note, hit new listing, and then add, copy and paste all your stuff and change it out as needed. But I honestly think that you should add a new product every time, a new listing. Don't duplicate. If you do duplicate, don't duplicate a lot. All right. Now, are there any questions or anything that I can help with before we get off tonight? We did cover a lot, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys are okay and that you kind of get where we're going and you understand. You're so welcome. Tomorrow we're going to get in some more stuff. We're going to go over another product. We're going to do shipping. We're going to do a couple different things. Different photos, collections. There's a lot. I'm just giving you guys the basics so you can run with it. Another thing that I wanted to do before we left is go to YouTube. I want all of you guys to go to YouTube because this is going to really help you because it helped me. All right. If you guys don't want to wait for me or anything like that and you want to learn how to do it yourself, please go to Shopify YouTube channel. They have, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, so this is
shipping profiles.
This is their YouTube, and as you can see, it only has 129,000 subscribers. Guys, when I tell you that they have so much information and very, very, very easy videos. They're all 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and some are even like 6 minutes, but they will guide you through each step. They have their own fake website that they use to teach you and show you. And I mean, it's really good. So if you have any issues about how to do a collection, how to create a manual collection, I mean, how to add store policies, how to install an app, how to add a sales channel. I mean, they literally have everything that you can think of that we would go over if I couldn't go over it. They have all of that. They have all of their videos, literally anything that you need help with, they do. How to connect a barcode scanner, literally anything. So I recommend this. This is a very slept on tool, basically meaning no one really knows about it. and they just don't use it. And I think it's so helpful. It has gotten me through days where I literally wanted to cry and I just couldn't do it, and they helped. So really take a look at this resource. It's a free resource and it will help you. Okay? No. I started my Etsy way before, about a year before I started my Shopify. And so all of my products were on Etsy, and I switched everything over to Shopify, but I still have my Etsy. All right. So now that we got all that stuff done, it is already a little too late, guys. So we won't do a craft tonight, but I hope that everyone got what they needed out of this tutorial and out of this learning experience. I know it was a little bit longer than most, but I thought that we need to do this. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Is there anything I can help with before we go? You're so welcome. Any questions before we go? Definitely Shopify. I don't have anything listed really in my Etsy. Just like sublimation transfers listed in my Etsy. Any questions at all before I go? Before we start tomorrow? You're welcome. Any questions? You're so welcome. We're on 8 p.m. tomorrow. What's your question? What can I help you with? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're welcome. Oh, and she did give me a price. Katisha. I don't want to buy a lot of shirts, mugs, etc. See you in the manana, Anissa. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, we did get a... You don't want to buy a lot. So you would just, like, say, like a shirt, then you would need to just put in as many as you have. That's what I would suggest. You don't have to have every single size in stock. But you should... Oh, I just am going to order them now. They won't be available for like a week or two. So you want to have your products on stock. So if you, let's say that you wanted to sell mugs, you would need to have mugs on hand. You don't need to have a lot on hand, but you need to have your inventory reflecting what you have that you can touch. If not, you need to set your shipping time accordingly. So if you don't have any products on hand, but you want to buy your products as the orders come in, then you would need to, at least have a week before the items come in, so you need to set it as a 5 business day or like a 7 to 10 business day shipping turnaround time if you don't want to keep products on hand until they buy. I'm not sure what that means. I need a supplier. I don't know how to write that word. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean. So I just specify on the description or something on the time. Yes, and then in your policies. We're going to go over that more tomorrow. But yes, in the listing, you could write it will take 5 to 10 business days or however long you think that it will take for you to ship the product. The person that sells a big stock. I'm not sure what you mean. Like, do you mean for me to be your vendor, or are you saying that you want to find your own vendor? A distributor. I'm not sure. I do not have any of the sunflower necklaces. Those were just for Mother's Day. I don't have any more, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. Yes, Alibaba is good. Alright guys, I'm getting off. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we're going to be working on more listings and different things. So just be prepared, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.